In this week's video, we are going to look at a very strange custom that many Jews do. Jews spent this period just before Pesach cleaning the house of all hametz. They don't even want the smallest little crumb of bread to be in their house or in their possession. And then, just before they do the search for hametz with a candle, they go and they hide 10 pieces of hametz. And then they go out and search for these 10 pieces that they have hidden. Very strange. In this video, we are going to look at 7 things. Number 1, where does this custom even come from? Number 2, why do so many Jews observe this custom? Number 3, why 10 pieces? Number 4, how big should these pieces be? Number 5, some safety precautions. Number 6, should you even do this, Kriel? And number 7, what I, the Jewish convert, do in this time. If you are new to my channel and want to learn more about Judaism, Israel, and converting to Judaism, please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on the link below. Also, if you like this content and you want this to reach a wider audience, please consider pressing the like button below. Right, let's get right into this video. And we'll start with the first point. Number 1, where does this custom come from? To hide hametz just before you go and look for hametz. So it actually comes from the Arizal, who was a Kabbalist. And thus this custom was originally first observed by mainly the Chassidic sects, and as well as the Lubavitcher, which is Chabad, which is a stream from the Chassids. In recent times, this custom also took off with Jews in general. And that brings us to point number 2, which is, why do people observe this custom if they are not followers of the Arizal like many of the Chassidim and the Chabadniks? The reason is because it is a fun activity for the children. You go and hide the hametz, the children find the hametz, they have what to find. Because most Jews, after they've done this rigorous cleaning of the entire house, there is, Baruch Hashem, not much hametz to find, which is actually a good thing. Some people is also of the opinion that if they do the search with the candle and they look for hametz and they don't find any hametz, they are concerned that it will be a bracha said in vain, a blessing said in vain just before the search. Now this is actually completely not true. This is brought by the Ramah, which is a commentator on the Shulchan Aruch, which was written by Joseph Karo, and it is the opinion that the Ashkenazi world follow normally. So the Ramah says in 432, Siman 2, that there is absolutely no concern that the bracha is said in vain, because the whole thing of searching for hametz is searching for hametz. But many would say, but you do say in the bracha that you will destroy hametz, and if you don't find any hametz, you have nothing to destroy. But you also are destroying and nullifying all the hametz with the vow that you say, or the words that you say, that any hametz that is in my possession, whether I have seen it or whether I have not seen it, will become like dust of the earth. So in that way, you are also destroying your hametz. This is also brought down by the Mishnah Brura in Siman 13 that agrees with Ramah, and both of these opinions do not agree with placing these 10 pieces of hametz as was brought down by the Arizal and widely observed by the Chassids. In fact, the Ramah and the Mishnah Brura also brings down that if you are placing these 10 pieces and you only doing your search looking for these 10 pieces, then you said the bracha in vain and your searching did not count. As the whole purpose of searching for chametz in your entire house is to actually search your entire house for chametz and not just look for these 10 pieces. The next thing we're going to look at is number 3. Why 10 pieces? Now there's probably a lot of reasons why exactly 10 pieces that you might have heard from a Chassid or a Chabadnik, because in Chassidut there's always cute stories and nice relations to different things. But the best answer I could find that was actually in a source, in a book that I could read, is in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, that said the 10 pieces come most likely from the 10 pieces of unleavened bread that was brought in the temple times. The next thing we're going to look at is number 4. How big should these pieces be if you're going to hide it? Now, the whole thing about chametz in your possession is actually not crumbs. It's actually olive bulk size, which is about this size. The reason it is this size is because that is considered food. Anything bigger than an olive size of chametz is considered food. And that is normally why the pieces should be as big as an olive bulk. It's also called in Judaism a kazait. The next thing we're going to look at is number 5, and very important, is precautions. If you are going to do this custom, you gotta take proper precautions, because the whole halacha regarding Pesach is you should not, number 1, have chametz in your possession. You should not see this chametz. You should not eat chametz or have any benefit from the chametz. And number 4, you must destroy any chametz that you might have. So if you are going to place these 10 pieces, you got to take the following precautions. Number 1, you got to take every single piece, wrap it in plastic or something so that no crumbs or anything will come from this chametz. And the second thing that you need to take in mind, into consideration, is that you must be able to find these 10 pieces. So you mustn't hide it that well that neither you nor your kids can find it. And the best thing to do is, if you are going to do this, is to make a map of your house and write down on this map where you have placed these 10 pieces. And then you can tell your kids to go hunting for the chametz, and if they don't find it, then at least you will know where it is so that you can get rid of it before Pesach. And number 6, should you do this bichlal? Now, as I stated earlier, the Ramah, who is the commentator on the Shulchan Aruch from Rabbi Joseph Caro, is not for this custom of hiding this 10 pieces of chametz. The Mishnah Brura as well is not for hiding this 10 pieces of chametz. But if you want to do a fun activity with the kids, and it's something that keeps them involved, which helps you tell the story of Pesach, then I don't really see the harm if you took all the precautions that I mentioned in the previous point. And last but not least, number 7, what do? So I don't observe this custom. I don't feel the need to. I am Ashkenazi by conversion. So I follow the Ramah and the Mishnah Brura. I am not a Chassid. And I don't see the need for hiding hametz after I spent the entire 2 weeks cleaning my house so that there will be no hametz. I don't see the reason to hide 10 pieces and then go and find them myself. Now, if I had children, B'sarat Hashem soon, then I can see the fun in the activity and the educational purpose in the activity. But I would say if you have no children in the house that's going to search for these 10 pieces, I see no reason why you would do this particular custom. I would like to end this video off by telling all my subscribers and those that's watching that have not yet subscribed, Chag Pesach Sameach. I hope that you have a good week, the week that is still left, and that you will find joy in the cleaning. The cleaning for me is not just the physical cleaning of getting the hametz out of the house, but it's also introspection and removing the hametz from yourself. And for those that do observe this custom, happy hunting. I hope you find all your 10 pieces. Shavua Tov, and may you continue to be blessed in everything that you do. Chag Sameach.